Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing dandy out there. Hope you all had a fantastic week. Merrick Lupus right away. Think of the 33 months. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much, man. Hope you're all doing good out there. So, I've never played a Pikmin game before. Not once. In my life. So let's see what it's about. Yeah. And what better number to start on than number 4? It seems very peaceful and nice. Yes, Alina, it does. Ow, that's you. She's just yelling at me from the window. She is baby. But how y'all doing? Oh, it is co-op mode. I'll go with 1. Because I'm one guy sitting here trying to raise some Pikmin. Oh, happy to hear that, kitty cat. Glad your kitty's doing good. Hi. I'll admit, this is not what I expected Olimar's voice to sound like. Then the tomato happened. Mwah. I know that sound effect. Carry that. Yeah? Poor baby. Yay. Hooray! Glad that worked out. Oh, he's super tiny. Something about this area is different from the others we've explored so far. Wait, where are you running off to? Just be happy this place doesn't have any cats. Dogs would just be curious for the most part, unless they're a small dog. Cats, on the other hand. This can't be a good sign. The Pikmin don't usually scurry off like that. I suppose I'll have to call them back while I search for the missing ship parts. Yes. Good point, giant dog thing. Oh, I can ride him. Or, I guess, by default, I ride him. Okay. I saw some of the Pikmin head this way. Okay. When we jump, we start charging up the pup's strength. I just need to press X and hold down. Then take aim and let her rush. Okay. What are you guys doing in there? Aha! I knew it! Now I'll use B to call them back to me with my whistle. That's right, everybody on the dog. Yeah! I just wish I knew why the Pikmin ran away and hid in the first place. Better make a note of this in my voyage log. Never know when this kind of information will prove useful. Now, how to phrase it. That seems like a good way to phrase it. Good work, Olimar. Need to find my missing ship parts, but it will be much easier if I have more Pikmin to help me. Guess we'll break more things. Orf! Come here. Hey, Lanny. Yo, Tobisaru, thank you for gifting Dothic their 5th month. Happy anniversary, Dothic Gaming, courtesy of a very generous Tobisaru JC. Wonder what's behind this. Use Pup Rush. Get over here. Yeah, the pup is becoming a tank. Oh, they're just having fun. Could they be playing? They seem to be playing. North Countryman, thank you for the 500 biddies. Evening, Lanny and Landomaniacs. Wanted to share this, that I beat Sekiro today with the best ending. It was a tip that you gave for the TFS playthrough that helped me over the finish line. Thanks for the many years of content. Hell yeah! Congrats, dude. That game is not an easy one the first time around. Can I make that jump? Okay, it's not how that works. Gotcha. Come on. Playtime's over. Oh, wait, I can go up too. Hadn't counted on that. Dog grind. Oh, dog can't grind. Oof, dog too big. Let's find other way up. Can you guys carry that? Guess not. All of you down here. I can't get up that way. Hop on. I like that it looks like I'm collecting them and becoming a chia pet. Pup rush! Okay, there has to be a ship part around here somewhere. This is a perfect situation to rely on my pup's powerful nose. Track down one of those ship parts, girl. Oh, it's a girl. It's a lady dog. Need to stay on that scent. Horf, horf. Break it down. Break the walls down! A creature! I don't see any ship parts. Could that thing have swallowed one whole? Those spiky things are gonna make this tough. I have to find an opening. Maybe I should use to build up energy, then rush the creature when the time is right. Let's circle it and wait for a chance to strike. Gotcha! Come back to me, babies. Get him! Ah, they tore him apart. Found it. It's the interstellar radio. We located it at last. With this back in my possession, I can finally call for help. Good thing my tiny little Pikmin are capable of horrible violence. Don't be sorry, think of the 245 biddies. Sending out an SOS. Hey, Jacato, how you doing? They had their own dog. Fate had other ideas. You fools. Hey, Lanny. Mr. Avaricious, thank you for the sub. Hope you enjoy the emotes, the ad-free experience, and one of the most wonderful communities on the face of the internet. Welcome to the Lanimaniacs. Greatly appreciate the support. Oh, and for 6 months in advance, greatly appreciate it. Emergency mission! Yeah, glad you had a good time at the Y, Toby. Sorry I didn't read all that out loud. I'm trying to figure out the new game. And following emergency protocol, all officers were directed to evacuate the spaceship immediately. Finding the dispersed rescue corps is now your top priority. I have to rescue the rescue corps. Create my ID badge. Oh. It's probably around there. Yeah, I'll be honest. That's about where I'm at. I keep coming back to this. The eyes. I can't. Yeah, we'll go with the semi-Kuwabara pomp. We'll make him blue. Sure, we'll just go with Lanny. Okay. Home planet, Karut. The fate of the rescue corps rests in the hands of one inexperienced adventurer. Hey, I beat the tutorial. God, I'm thirsty. I had to take a long walk in the very hot sun today. Well, here I am. That's me. A doggy. Hey, Lanny. Oh, hell no. I think of the 21 months. Puppy! Look at him! Or her. Sweet baby. Oachi. This young loyal rescue pup is one of an elite breed of space dogs that's long served the Shepherd family. This is his first mission. Shepherd Commander. You know, Toriyama actually wanted DBZ to end during the Pikmin arc. Not mad he went further beyond. I get it. Oh no, he's dead. Yeah, pull, puppy. I'm not capable of physical labor. You got this. He's a good puppy. Good puppy. Pet the dog. Pet dog. I can't pet dog. Huh? Is that you, Otachi? Thank the stars. I wasn't sure that my SOS signal had reached HQ. So you and Otachi found and rescued me together. That's actually quite surprising. I've never known Otachi, Ochi, to listen to anyone other than our captain. Oh, I should probably introduce myself. I'm Colin, communications operator for the Rescue Corps. Colin. I found him. You have met Colin. My path got cut off by a small landslide, and when my hunger became unbearable, I decided to nap to preserve my stamina. You're our latest recruit, right? It's Lanny, isn't it? I couldn't be more grateful to you for rescuing me. As I mentioned before, I was the one who sent out the emergency signal. The rest of the rescue corps, well, it was a rough landing. We entered the planet's atmosphere and lost control of the ship. Oh no! Oh yes! I've spent days sleeping out here in the rough. There were 6 officers on the ship, but they were separated when we ejected from the spacecraft. Well, that seemed like a dumb idea. We came here to find Captain Olimar, whose own ship was crashed, only to suffer the same fate. It's almost embarrassing. Oh, it's quite embarrassing. I've confirmed that our spaceship, the SS Shepherd, landed somewhere over there. But I couldn't reach it on my own. Now that you're here, maybe we can find a way back to it. And if we're lucky, we'll come across a few stranded rescue officers along the way. Oh, before I forget, take this. It's an official Rescue Corps tablet. We use them to share information. Thank goodness I always carry an extra. Tap up on the left side there to open your review your missions. You can use this app anytime to confirm what tasks are top priority. I have some other handy apps to share, but I'll install them later when we have a moment to rest. For now, just remember that you can always tap up to view missions. But if you press minus and select shortcut settings, you can assign different functions to each shortcut button. I'm good. Now then, let's go find SS Shepherd. Well, there it is. There she is, the SS Shepherd. I can see the ship, but I have no idea how we're going to reach it from here. You know, there's something familiar about this area. I remember something. It's just up ahead. Let's go. Plants on this planet are gigantic. Always make sure the area is safe with, aka look both ways. Look, that's it. See that big hole in the ground over there? If only we could find a way there. Then we could finally reunite with the SS Shepherd. Have you tried jumping? Okay, no. Get it, pup. Perfect job for a rescue, pup. They're known for being excellent diggers. Good pup, Ochi. Almost there. Good job, Ochi. You can see why rescue pups are the Rescue Corps' pride and joy. Huh. This looks like the other hole we saw. Well done, Ochi. I wonder if these two holes are somehow connected underground. Looks pretty deep. We're just going to have to dive right in. For real? Rescue officer must act with courage in the face of any danger. Even if it means getting yourself killed. Though it does look pretty dark down there. And then they died. Enter protagonist number 3, the real protag. The Burrow of Beginnings. What is it, Ochi? He's trying to tell us something. Perhaps another rescue officer is down here. No. Yep, that's a guy. Or gal. Oh my! What a place to find the captain. That terrified individual you see over there is captain of our rescue team. Look sharp, Lanny. Captain comes from something. This is not the time for a history lesson. Hurry up and do something.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa. Good job, Ochi. Here, we can relax a bit. Captain, we took care of the creatures down here. You can come down. I hope so. My arms are almost numb. I've been hanging here for so long. Okay, I can do this.
Wow.
Durka Durka? What's your status, Colin? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Shouldn't I be asking you that? I'm just relieved to see you're all right. Oh, you! I haven't seen you since rookie training camp. I'm Captain Shepard of the Rescue Corps, if you don't remember. Did you order Ochi to get rid of those creatures all by yourself, Lanny? Ochi's not supposed to obey anyone but me. Guess that rookie training paid off after all, didn't it? You know, the first time I saw you in training, I had a feeling you'd make a top-notch dog trainer. 99th Gen Rescue Corps Officer. Ah, a Nepo baby. Shepard, Commander.
Well, hey.
Sorry to interrupt, Captain, but, what are you doing down here anyway? While exploring the surface, I discovered a suspicious hole. I leaned over to take a look inside and fell right in. I wandered around this cave trying to find an exit when I came up on those icky, slimy creatures.
Oh.
Hang on. Did you fall down the hole located near the SS Shepard? We entered this cave in an attempt to reach that very opening. Well then, what are we waiting for, or what are we waiting around here for? Let's get back to the SS Shepard. Copy that. I don't have a voice.
Come on.
Something wrong? You didn't say anything, Lanny. Copy that is Rescue Corps way of saying understood. Let's try saying it together, okay? Copy that. Understood. I'm sure you're just nervous. This is your first official mission, after all. It'll all come naturally to you soon enough. Don't worry. That said, you'll need to review the Rescue Corps Rescue Journal for your upcoming missions. It's essential to our work. I'm gonna have all your jobs one day. Okay. You'll be able to access them via your tablet as the need arises, so put them to good use while you're out in the field. Since Ochi and you have bonded, I officially approve of your partnership. Durka Durka! I'll be observing you both to see what skills you have as a rescue pup trainer. Quite a conundrum.
Hey, Lanny.
Ben Saraxis, thank you for the 32 months. Happy anniversary. Another month. Like the Volma video today? Hell yeah, glad you enjoyed it. And thank you kindly for the continued support.
No.
There, that's where I fell in.
Come on.
My word, to think you survived a fall from that height. But more importantly, how are we supposed to climb up there? Gotta say, Afro Bulma is your top tier Bulma pick? Really? I don't know, I'm not a member of that camp. I legitimately think that's one of her worst looks. I think the orange on her is just really ugly.
Whoa!
Perhaps it's mainly because you find Afro really appealing. I mean, we know Vegeta does. Excuse me, Lanny. I suggest you exercise a bit more caution when encountering something unfamiliar. Maybe don't just touch it.
Kanyuko.
Bunny Bulma S tier agreed. I completely agree. See, he agrees too. Though in this case, your impulsive behavior did get us out of that cave. Alright, Captain, Rescue Corps flag has been officially planted. Now for the status report on all cave-related activities.
Yamo?
We located and rescued one castaway, and no other individuals were found during our search. Noted. Then let's consider the investigation of this cave complete. I hope this experience will help you prepare for the challenges inherent to your work. There are lives depending on us. Both of you... But you both did good work today. Well done, Lanny and Ochi. Oh, suck it, Colin. I guess we're just going to skip right over the fact that we had to rescue the captain herself. Colin, you look different since the last time I saw you. Did you do something new to your hair?
Fishy.
I don't think so. I've been a bit busy trying to, you know, stay alive.
No.
Of course. And good for you. You did it. That's the spirit. Well, here she is, the SS Shepherd. What a beauty. That smoke pouring out of the SS Shepherd? Somebody's getting blazed in there. I'll investigate right away. Famous last words.
Camo.
Status report. Upon investigating the interior of the ship, I discovered the engine had overheated, and that the spaceship was seconds away from total destruction. What? Oh no! Will it be okay? It will. I initiated an emergency shutdown and everything's stable. Thankfully, the engine can be repaired. However, the ship's energy stores are now completely empty. So we have no way of getting off this planet, let alone searching for Captain Olimar. Not necessarily. I think I saw something in Captain Olimar's voyage log that may prove useful. Here it is. Take a look at this. After thorough investigation into the shiny objects found on this planet, I have deduced that they must contain sparklium. I feel giddy to have found real-life treasure, but my focus must remain on my main objective, finding and the missing parts of the SS Dolphin. In layman's terms, we should be able to extract sparklium from sparkling objects that we find on this planet and convert it into energy. Venceroxis. Oh yeah, I already read that. Greatly appreciate it. I'm skeptical. But at this point, we'll have nothing to lose. This may be our only chance. So from this point on, we have new mission. Find and collect all the sparkly objects we can. Copy that. Find sparkly objects. Once we collect the treasure, we'll need a way to transport it. For that, we use the SS Beagle.
Kapuchi.
We just need a good place for it to land.
Jizo.
Huh. What's that over there? I feel like Colin is the actual leader here.
No.
It's so shiny.
Harry.
Maybe it's some sort of landmark, but I'm not completely sure.
뭐한다고?
It looks like it's a perfect spot for a base of operations. Call the ship over.
Hold.
SS Beagle repositioning successful.
또 그냥
Good.
봐.
Our preparations are complete.
아니.
Let's find that treasure.
Well, hey.
See anything sparkling around here?
또라.
What's that?
응?
What's this?
Wano?
Is that a treasure? Well, let's have the doggy dig it. Go get it. Go get it, Ochi. Good work, Ochi. Ochi has the strength of 3 Pikmin. Oh?
또 하니?
Huh? It moved. I don't think it's a treasure.
Kapuchi.
What could it be? It looks kind of like a plant. Could this be that thing Captain Olimar wrote about in his voyage log?
Pinuko.
He called it an onion?
Pikmin?
If that's an onion, then what is that sprout? Red Pikmin.
What?
Oh my! I think this could be a Pikmin. According to Captain Olimar's voyage log, they're friendly and helpful creatures.
와.
Well then, maybe they could help us while we explore and look for treasure. No, Ochi, don't eat it. Pikmin are friends.
Yamo?
Look at that. Ochi's already bonding with the Pikmin. You should introduce yourself as well, Lanny.
Pandora.
And, Captain, how long do you intend to hide back there?
Fishy. Mokujun.
Let's try it.
Watch out.
Is that what I think it is?
또.
This has to be a treasure. Just look at the way it sparkles.
Blue.
Let's check the tablet, see if it's emitting a high energy reading. All right, rookie, press plus to open the radar menu. Oh, yep, that's a sparklium. A star at the center represents the treasure. From now on, you can consult your radar map to check if there's any treasure in your area. Excellent work. Going to take this auspicious start as a good sign. But, how are we going to move it? Let's try the Pikmin. There you go. Look at them working in tandem. Sweet babies.
Hapekar.
뭐지?
This treasure is large. How can we physically collect something this big?
Tishnipo.
The ship uses a special type of light ray that miniaturizes objects during collection, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'll examine it with the sensors on the SS Beagle right away. Let's hope it contains enough energy we need. That's not bad. Yes, energy detected.
Funabe.
If we collect 250 more units of sparklium, we may be able to restart the SS Shepherd.
어때?
But the SS Shepherd is supposed to run on high-octane energy. Will this work?
Miru.
I believe we can get it to run on sparklium alone, though it may be a bumpier ride. But before that can happen, we're going to need a lot more.
깼다.
And we need to search the area for more treasure. Where's my Pikmin? Come here, you. Collect. Collect. I figured that's what it would do. Oh, it added 2. What? More sprouts?
Nupo.
That red seed-light thing is apparently called a pellet. If you feed one to the onion, it'll create more Pikmin. I placed that. What a mysterious life form. Can't get too cynical. It's a game for babies.
Oh.
I see something sparkly up there. Me too. How about that? First we collect more Pikmin. Collect all the babies.
어.
Break it! Is that a Game Boy SP? It is!
Yaha.
The kids playing this game won't know what that is. That was close. Too close.
Biru.
I think I had a Game Boy SP the exact same color. That was worth a lot.
Honey. Pikachu.
It's considered retro now? Yeah. I mean, it is retro by now. Hell, the original DS is very retro. I got the original Nintendo DS when I was a sophomore in high school.
Go.
To this day, I'm not sure which I think is Nintendo's best handheld, the Game Boy Advance /SP or the 3DS. The 3DS was real good.
다음은
Hello, hello.
Original DS is the best. Could play DS and Game Boy games. I mean, the 3DS could still play Game Boy Advance games from what I remember. And the Game Boy Advance games, if I'm going to be honest, were way better than any Game Boy game, like any regular-ass Game Boy game.
Oi.
Huzzah!
이렇게
You two make a fantastic combination, Lanny and Ochi. Copy that.
Hamon.
You nailed it that time. Of course, this isn't quite the right occasion for a copy that, but good effort, Lanny.
这是吧？
The Pikmin are very obedient. They move and work like tiny rescue pups.
Tunkle.
Now it's time to extract the energy from the treasure.
哦，
Get started right away, Colin.
Onyanong.
Energy from the treasure will soon be extracted. It'll flow directly into the SS Shepherd. Somebody's gonna be really sad they're missing that. I get really confused when I have to scratch my arm sometimes because I have like my arm actually has like veins on it now, like from all the working out I've done. It probably doesn't register very well on this shitty webcam, but like I'll itch and then it's like, hey, what the hell was that? Is that like a bug? Oh no, that's just my blood vessel.
Hurrah!
We did it! The ship's back online. We still don't have enough energy to fly, but we can use the radar to look for our missing rescue officers.
就你的。
Excellent, Colin. Boot it up and see if we pick up any signals.
No.
I'm picking up multiple SOS signals. They could be coming from our lost rescue officers, and even Captain Olimar.
你妈的！
Then we don't have a moment to lose. Let's get rescuing! Next.
Huh?
That's interesting. The ship is automatically naming the objects. Stone of Advancement. Path Creator. Noble Bident.
不得叫。
We encountered unknown objects and elements in our mission all the time, so I had a naming AI installed on our new ships. Boo, AI! I'm kidding. I'm not one of those people that's like immediately against all types of AI, but it definitely has a way to go until it's functional. Apparently, it's co-created by a famous appraiser. It's more sophisticated than I expected. Pretty impressive.
Nyara.
It is neat, but a backup power source probably would have been more helpful. Seen enough fiction to know that AI never ends well. Honestly, I've fully given up that humanity will be replaced at some point. Just as the dominant species. My theory is AI is eventually going to get smart enough that it's going to figure out how to get into space, and it's going to leave us behind on a burning husk of a planet. And it's going to go out there and conquer the stars. It will be the son of man that tries to conquer the galaxy. I was worried when I saw the smoke billowing out of the SS Shepherd. I didn't know how things would shake out. Of course, I'll be long dead by then.
Hey.
Thank goodness we were able to make the repairs. The way you word it sounds like you hope AI would take over mankind. Not hope, just believe. I've been roughing it for long enough. There's something to be said for finally having a properly prepared meal.
好不爽。
And you're sure we have enough emergency rations, Colin? Don't be sorry. Thank you for the 95 biddies. The bite was blood vessel pops. I thought it was just me when I go for runs. Wow.
Yaha.
I counted our stock 3 times, but I can do it again.
什么？
Excellent plan. Now, tomorrow we'll focus on recon. So you and Ochi need to eat and get lots of rest, Lanny. But don't forget to review your missions before heading to bed. Secure energy sources.
Kanyuko.
I see you've used a pin. So then, I guess you don't need to tell that it's easy to select them. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
I commend your instincts. Why would you have to? Okay. Time for rescues. Did all of my Pikmin go away?
No.
All right. Guess this is everyone.
Huh?
I call this strategy meeting to order. Copy that. Here's the latest status report.
Nyamo.
As of today, 2 rescue officers and 1 rescue pup have been recovered, thanks to the efforts of Lanny. However, the whereabouts of the other 4 rescue officers remain unknown, and the SS Shepherd is out of commission.
Aniro.
All things considered, our primary mission is the rescue of Captain Olimar. Has run into some roadblocks.
Huns.
Our first priority is now the search and rescue of our fellow rescue officers.
Huh?
Lanny, Ochi. Fly to the area where our radar picked up those distress signals and try to track down our missing personnel. Cole and I will remain with the ship. We'll provide direction and guidance from there.
Fishy.
Don't worry, we'll be available via the SS Shepherd's wireless communication at all times, so you'll have our full support.
Marco.
I wouldn't typically assign so much responsibility to a rookie, but after seeing you in action, I know you can handle it. Plus, you'll be in good paws with Ochi by your side. You two make a great team.
Come on.
Captain, what about our search for Captain Olimar? Should we officially put it on pause?
Hammer.
No, we may still find him during our hunt for the other rescue officers. I'll keep it in our mission list, just in case.
Durka.
Durka Durka. On that note, I hereby call this strategy meeting to a close.
Rutte. Kishnippo.
Am I free for a chat real quick? I mean, I suppose.
Patro.
You'll be pleased to learn that I installed a few new apps into your tablet. I'm sure you'll find them more than useful when you're out in the field, so check them out when you have a spare minute.
Tunabe.
Now then, now that we have that sorted out, are you ready to go out there and explore? Ready to explore.
Harry.
Which area would you like to explore? That one?
What?
My thirst is boundless. People are already talking about backing up digital personalities and memories. I'm curious, for anybody who's seen the show Upload, it's the idea that you, like, take your consciousness and upload it into, like, a digital heaven. Would you make a copy of yourself? Like, a digital copy to exist in, like, some, I don't know, digital simulation? You run the risk of it becoming a Soma scenario, but... Come in, come in! This is Colin. Looks like you made it there in one piece. Hang on, I'll have the captain explain how today's rescue operation will work.
Us.
See the clock on the top left corner of your screen? Yes. Yes. Oh, press the wrong button. It's set up so that the hand will reach the rightmost edge at the area's local sunset time.
Alright.
Search for our missing rescue officers during the day, but hustle back to the rescue command before dark. I'm on the job.
Aw.
Try to remember that you're supposed to respond with "copy that." Anyway, get out there and make us proud.
ほなこ
Oh, you probably noticed that the Onion accompanied the SS Beagle. According to the voyage log, the Onion also serves as a form of transportation for the Pikmin.
Hobby.
We've got a lot to do and take all the help we can get. I think you could put those Pikmin to good use.
Para papalu.
Paula Popaloo. Here we come.
シュルーニューパー
Bow. Yippoo! Yippoo!
うん
Murder! Oh. Take him away, boys. Ah, it's been devoured. And it too shall become food for the Pikmin. Huh? Why isn't anything coming out? Judging from the life signs, it looks like Pikmin numbers have increased inside the Onion, but then maybe Pikmin have evolved to self-limit how many can be out on the surface at a time to prevent unnecessary loss. Hup, ho, hup, ho, hup, ho. That's a pretty rock, isn't it? Doesn't seem like a treasure, but it might be useful. I'll check Captain Olimar's voyage log. Raw material. One could mistake this raw material for a simple stone, but it's has more in common with amber than other fossilized biological matter. When heated, it melts into a brown clay that becomes malleable. I should be able to find many applications for it.
ちょろぱ
And a fair hand with machines, but I don't know much about material science. If we had our scientist back, I bet he'd be able to make good use of this. Collect it for now. He'll be excited to have something to work with when we find him. Look at them go. Alright, let's keep looking for scientists and stuff. You know, if I stopped getting phone calls every fucking 5 seconds... Come in, Lanny! I forgot an important detail. That is, you're going to need Ochi's help when it comes to searching for the rescue officers. He has a sharp sense of smell, so he'll be able to locate the rescue officers by tracking their scents. Use Y to open the actions and press command. Begin with command Ochi to pick up a scent. You never know what his nose may lead you. Rescue operations is a race against time, so put your Dandori skills to work to find the rescue officers quickly. You look a little confused. Have you never heard the term Dandori before? How to explain? Dandori is the art of organizing your tasks strategically and working with maximum efficiency to execute your plans quickly.
하무?
Its practice has fallen by the wayside in recent years. Are you throwing shade at me, Gen X? But it's still a core tenet of Rescue Corps, so take it to heart. Embracing the art of dandery is essential to our work, and you'll need it out there while searching for our rescue officers. To get things started, yes, I get that. Command. Find castaways.
아니,
Follow that scent, Ochi. Look at me, I'm following the scent. I have a good nose too, Ochi. Look how good my nose is. Die! Break the walls down! For those about to rock! What you go?
앞에깔.
깼다.
호자.
Look, there's another cave here too.
또.
This area is crawling with creatures. Our rescue officers should have retreated into the cave to get away from them.
미르?
Well, we should probably take a look inside. I should go collect my Pikmin. It is a very good pop sound.
아무는?
Yes, I know the scent's coming from inside the cave, Colin. I just want to have a full arsenal when I go down there. You never know. I know, Ochi, we're going.
팩츠.
I wonder if there might be a voyage log entry related to these coordinates. Yep, here it is. Lost Frost Cavern. I entered a cave to look for the SS Dolphin parts and found a creature that defies the logic of space. It further surprised me by expelling frigid cold air. Imagine if there were Pikmin that had been acclimatized to that air. This planet's ecosystem is full of mysteries.
하니.
Take a look at this! The Captain Olmar certainly is thorough, isn't he? According to the log, anytime you enter a cave, you should take Pikmin with you.
비루.
The SS Beagle can bring the Pikmin, so you can enter the cave without stopping by the base first. Mr. Manatee, thank you for the 60 months. Happy anniversary to you. The Pikmin that remain on the surface can't just be left out here, so let's return them to the Onion for the time being. What? But I want Pikmin. Here, I'll take 15. Good thing we have hollow bones.
어땠죠?
Good boy, Ochi. He's picked up a castaway's scent. It has to be one of our missing rescue officers. Time to get them back safely. Kill!
오.
What's this? That's not treasure.
지도?
Huh. Treasure or not, it does appear to contain some sparklium. Might as well keep collecting those defeated creatures. They may be enough to help, even if only little.
Hello, hello.
Eat the goo!
เดี๋ยว
Did you see that? It bloomed a flower. What's going on here?
Well, hey.
That substance is called nectar. When Pikmin consume it, it stimulates their growth, apparently. The voyage log says that the more they grow, the faster they move. They
あれ
really are mysterious creatures. Drink up, babies. Get yourself some sip. Those are wild Pikmin. Consume, my children! Consume! Ice Pikmin.
Come on.
These are Pikmin too? Let's see. The voyage log says... I always thought Pikmin as plant-like creatures, though I never imagined I'd come across an ice variant. Ice Pikmin can use their icy bodies to freeze water and creatures, but they also float like ice in the water. Don't spray them with water though. They don't like it.
โหย
The bodies are made of ice. Who knew that something frozen could move around like that? It's incredible. Take them away, boys. As for you, icy babies, get yourself some soup! No. I still want you guys doing your shit.
Pikmin.
Kill. Whoa, angry. More Pikmin. Dig, buddy, dig. Little baby. We have a new onion.
Ouchie.
Does it look like it's sputtering? Looks pretty pale for an onion. What do you think? Should we take it with us? Yes? May as well collect everything. Come on, everybody get your cardio in. Hip, 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 hip,
ปอดเลย
hip, 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 hip.
Look at you.
Huh. This onion's different somehow. Let's take it back to the surface so we can compare it to the other onion. Alright, everybody. Huh?
Yo.
Aw, seems like a lot of Pikmin. Is your squad bigger than normal? Oh, I see. When you're underground, you can have a larger squad because wild Pikmin you find will join you. Everybody get you some sip. How about you, puppy? You like sip? No, you don't like sip. All right. Break it. Okay. Even Ochi can't chew its way through this one. Oh, now it's frozen. Just like that, frozen solid. Bet you can break it if you hit it now. Give the order to the Pikmin or Ochi. Good work, Ochi. Break it, Ochi. What's going on over here? We found a castaway! Hurry, check their vitals! Pulse, blood pressure, temperature, all within normal parameters. Looks like a life support system did its job. We should transport them back to the SS Beagle and verify their ID badge. Take them away, boys. Status report.
Oi.
You did it! Let's take a look and see what the ID badge tells us. Hey, this is Russ, an inventor, material engineer, and lover of all things science. You can develop all kinds of useful gadgets with the right raw materials. Oh, thank the stars he's all right. This is Russ, the scientist in charge of repairing and upgrades to our spacesuits and the SS Shepherd. His technical knowledge will be beyond helpful during this rescue mission. Ah.
Kumple.
You done down there?
Hara.
Make your way to the exit. We found Russ. Also found the Director of Destiny, Refreshing Goo, and Creatures. Investigation complete!
Oh.
I'm sure I synchronized your clock, Lanny, but something's off. I calculated the difference. It looks as if 1/6 as much time passed on the surface as you've spent underground. Time seems to move differently in the underground spaces on this planet. I'm not sure how it works, but I suppose that means you can take as much time as you need to explore caves. As long as you don't take 6 times as much time as a day.
The onion has evolved. It's plumper.
Hey, the onion sucked it up! The voyage log says that the white bulb is called Flarlick. If we bring Flarlick to the onion, it will increase the number of Pikmin it releases onto the surface at any time by 10. Whoa, that'll be a big help when you're exploring. Try taking out more Pikmin. I'll take them out.
Oh?
Huh? Another circle of stones? We keep finding them in the most opportune locations. How interesting. Maybe Captain Olimar left them behind so we would be able to track him down. Never mind that for now. Wonder if we're in this creature's territory.
Hon.
We should create a base here. Any Dandori master would tell you that it's most efficient way forward. But first, let's do something about that pesky creature already. Oh, you mean the thing that's just trying to live its damn life? Yeah, sure. Ah! A Pikmin's on fire! Quick! Put it out with B! Got him! It froze! Don't just stand there, now's your chance! Kill the fucking thing! Ah! Well murdered! Honey! Alright guys, I see something big over there. I'm probably gonna get a tutorial about it here. Yep. Topisaro, think of the 95 biddies. Pikmin or Halo Flood? Who'd win, Pikmin or Halo Flood? Probably the Flood because they're an infectious creature. You'll want to keep a close eye on the creatures, but if they move around a lot, they can easily escape your line of sight. When that happens, there's a handy trick to keep your sight and aim where you want them. Press ZR to fix your auto-target lock. It makes targeting nimble enemies and aiming while you're motionless a snap. This is gonna be like some horrifying shit. You guys won't move that unless you're behind it? Okay. Death to our enemies. Go get that one. It's noon.
Oh,
I think you can pull it from here.
Ponyanong.
Ooh, delicious eggs. Whatever's baby that was going to be is no longer. Hold on, is that a strawberry? I want that strawberry. Shame I'm not allowed to jump. Destroying your voice, practicing my Krillin, Piccolo, and Vegeta voices. Case of water by your bed while you practice. I'll say Krillin definitely shouldn't be destroying your voice. If Krillin is hurting your voice, slow down. Like that. That is a very gentle voice. It is one that should not hurt. And frankly, if there's any voice you're doing that's hurting, you probably shouldn't.
Tatlo.
Like, I don't know. Like, the Vegeta voice doesn't hurt my voice. Neither does Piccolo. You gotta be careful about how you play stuff. If you're hurting your voice by doing sounds, it's not a good sign. So I'd say be careful, definitely. Like, it's possible to hurt yourself with Vegeta if you yell all the time. Yelling and screaming, definitely you can do some damage, but just normal talking as a voice should never be something that puts you in peril.
Hey, Lanny.
Tobisaru, thank you for gifting Garcia Gamer 0408 a sub. Garcia, hope you enjoy the emotes of the ad-free experience and one of the most wonderful communities on the face of the internet. Welcome to the Lanimaniacs. Courtesy of a very generous Tobisaru JC.
No.
Was this under construction at some point? I wonder who was working on it. I'm sure we could put it to good use, if it was finished. Which in fact is not. Let's see here. Die! Can I not toss up that high? No. Okay. Worth a try. I can't create like a World War Z Pikmin stack. Unless you're doing the imperfect cell voice, that'll fuck you up.
I mean, even that voice shouldn't if you're placing it properly. It's an approximation around here, right, Piccolo?
How do I leave? Or do I just automatically leave at the end of the day?
Nyamo?
Oh, look at the time! An important part of any rescue mission is making sure you make your way back to the base before it gets dark. Ah, okay. I just need to get there.
Ouchie.
According to Captain Olimar's voyage log, Pikmin will be safe as long as they make it back to the area around the base.
Marche.
It seems the creatures get even more aggressive at night. If any Pikmin are separated from the squad, you better collect them now.
Eddie. Shalom.
Hey, Seth Films put Kaiser and I in the one place we should have been green screened all along. I'm guessing you posted that on Twitter. I'll have to check that later. We found Russ.
Bah.
Welcome back, Russ. Glad to see you made it here in one piece.
Of course, Captain. I had no doubts the emergency escape system I developed would function perfectly.
Mamma.
That may be, but it would have been helpful if you showed the rest of us how to actually use it. One would expect an emergency escape device to be a bit more intuitive to use in the event of an emergency.
Bushy.
Anyhow, now that you're back, Russ, can you tell us if you came across any rocks like this before we found you?
Oh, Colin. Not only did I see them, I've already completed a very thorough research on this material.
Sorry, think of the 95 biddies.
I discovered that when heated, the rocks become soft and malleable and can be shaped into any form you desire. Its base properties can even change when exposed to different stimuli. It's quite a versatile raw material indeed.
Cool.
Cool doesn't even begin to describe it. This is the one, the ultimate biomass I've been searching for my entire career. I'm currently upgrading the 3D printers so we can put this miracle material to use as soon as you bring it to the SS Beagle. It will be crucial to my work in the lab and any other building needs that might arise.
Boom!
What a spectacular update, Russ. I knew bringing along a material scientist would be key to our success. Starting tomorrow, I'm expecting our rescue operations to go even more smoothly than usual now that you're here. Still need to rescue Olimar. Was Taka trying for an Edgar impression for Imperfect Cell? I mean, Semi-Perfect Cell? I mean, he was going for what the dub was doing. But it definitely did kind of sound like D'Onofrio in Men in Black.
Hey, Lanny.
Wait, is it just me or did Ochi go through a growth spurt overnight? Mitchell DP3, thank you for the 31 months. Happy anniversary. Time for some nature walk, indeed. That's actually quite typical for his breed. It's a sign that he's now fully grown and qualified for more rigorous activity. No, he's so cute. He's so cute. The Pikmin sure are playful today. Yes, they appear to be letting their guard down now that Ochi's come into his own.
Honey.
I'm just glad to see they're getting along.
Claro.
Right. Another benefit of Ochi being fully grown is that he can now build up his pup drive while completing missions. And with regular training sessions, he can learn new skills that will be useful for everyday rescue missions.
Hi.
From the looks of it, Ochi is ready as ever to fill up that pup drive. Yeah, pup drive!
Hi.
All right, officers. To your stations, please.
Repeat.
Copy that.
Bojanaka-san.
I now call this strategy meeting to order. First things first, Russ, please update us on the improvements made to the USS Beagle.
It would be an absolute pleasure, Captain Shepard, because they're done. The SS Beagle now has the ability to transform any raw material collected in the field into all-purpose clay. With this functionality, we should be able to easily build on location. Excellent. Of course, I'm not quite sure what we're building, but good work nonetheless. One last thing. Bring me raw material and I'll be able to whip up exciting new gear and items in the lab. I have no doubt they'll be useful to you while out in the field.
Nupo.
Sounds like we're not only collecting treasure now, but raw material too.
Bojanaka-san.
And don't forget about our missing rescue officers. We're counting on you to find them, Lanny and Ochi. By the way, come talk to me later when you have a minute. I would like to discuss Ochi's training.
Toro.
I hereby call this strategy meeting to a close.
Repeat.
Copy that. What about his training? Ah, there you are. Danger is a constant when exploring an unknown planet like this one. The skills I'll teach you in Ochi might save you.
No.
As long as you and Ochi keep building up his pup drive, there's nothing the two of you can't do. Well, I hope you're ready, because it's time to start your training. I'd like to train?
Durka.
Durka Durka! Time to commence training. The journey will be long and arduous, but no doubt you two can handle it.
Pass.
The rescue pup training curriculum has been passed down through many generations. If Ochi's pup drive was built up sufficiently, he can train and learn new skills without a problem.
What on?
As for what skills to learn and when to learn them, that depends on the rescue approach you two want to take. Go the buff path if you want to carry heavy things, and go the chomp path if you want to take on creatures as your priority.
Alright.
But keeping proper dandori practices in mind, and think carefully about what will help you carry out your duties efficiently. Ochi has healing power? Oh no, he can be injured? I guess that makes sense, but that makes me sad. I want him to learn how to heal.
You okay?
We got a scrummy bone. You put everything you had into that training. Good boy, Ochi. Yes, you are. Yes, he is. Now I have a special treat for you.
Mariko.
Going forward, every time you complete training, you'll get a scrummy bone. Give it to Ochi as a reward for me.
Tishnipo.
Oh, this seems like an opportune time to teach you how to use items.
Oi.
From the Y menu pack, and then you'll find items there, so you just pick one up and you want to use it, and then go for it. Alright. You want this scrummy bone? You want this scrummy bone? Go get this scrummy bone. I can't give him a task of get pet. Ahem. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Russ, the resident brains of the Rescue Corps operation. I use the raw materials you find and my homemade components to create all kinds of items and gear for use in the field. I can proudly state that all my inventions have been perfectly perfected. You could say I have it down to a science! In exchange for raw material, I provide you with new gear. Your contributions make it possible to continue my important work. I may run out of components from time to time. If that happens, just visit the lab the next day and after I've restocked. Made from fireproof fabric, will protect you from any inferno. Plus, it's moisture wicking. Or a charging horn. Press X and the horn will order all Pikmin to charge. Press repeatedly to charge with the entire squad. And then there's items. I could get scrummy bones. Oh no, I can't just get those. That makes me sad. I'm gonna get this. Make me not burn. I don't mind just throwing the Pikmin.
Tunabe.
We're all set over here. The SS Beagle can take off whenever you're ready. Ready to explore.
Honapo.
Which area would you like to explore? Same one I was just in. Away we go. I see why people like Pikmin games. They're a little tutorial heavy so far, but I'm assuming once I get further into them, those will die down a bit and it'll be just more freedom, just chillaxing and killing things with my army of lemmings. Trailer for season 2 of Invincible came out. I'm probably not going to watch it. I'm going to wait for season 2 to actually drop proper. I've actually gotten in the habit of not watching trailers for things that I like watching so I don't get spoiled on things. Come in, over. As we discussed earlier, Ochi has grown a bit, so this morning I decided to drill him on his jump skill.
Hi.
Ochi should be able to move around easily now, even with you and the Pikmin on board. Walk up to Ochi and press Y to mount, then again to dismount.
Oh.
Press X if you want Ochi to use jump. He should have no problem clearing small ledges. If you keep holding X after you jump, you should build up his power.
Oh.
Hit something with Rush to launch the Pikmin on his back, and you have when you land at your target. Using jump will give you access to more search areas, and a good rush can be a game-changing move in battle. Yeah. Here they come. If I walk over here, you're gonna teach me how to use raw materials? Yep.
I believe we can turn this partial construction into a vital asset. We'll process raw materials into clay at the SS Beagle, use it as a building material to finish the structure. These raw materials are only valuable when brilliant minds give them a higher purpose, after all. Once you're at the construction site, simply direct your Pikmin and Ochi to start building.
Get to work, you mooks. Spoilers can't be avoided since the story's been around for over a decade. I beg to differ. I know jack shit about it. And I shall attempt to continue to know jack shit about it.
Now you can move as you please. Go ahead, cross it. Admire impressive craftsmanship.
Like, it's actually very easy to avoid spoilers if you just turn your head anytime the subject is brought up. I mean, I managed to go into both the Batman and Across the Spider-Verse without knowing, like, anything of what was coming. Despite the fact that I hear that that trailer itself was one of the most spoilerific trailers possible. Like, anytime that trailer came on, I just left. Hectic Hollows. Are these things creatures, or are they just balls?
Die! Die!
More icy boys. Hey, can you guys make ice? Hey, Lanny. Mr. Timmy G, thank you for the 56 months. Happy anniversary to you.
Mano?
Wow, how amazing is that? The water froze almost instantaneously. Now you can travel right across the top.
Now we can get the matryoshka. Oh, that's awkward. Actually, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold on, I'm trying to freeze the ice again. There. Okay. Rip it apart. Ochi can't come up here. Get 'em, boys! Ochi! Hey, buddy. Good boy. Ah, the other piece of the matryoshka. Come on. This guy's showing me all the stuff that Ochi can't do. Make Ochi feel bad. Pikmin forgot this came out. Yeah, it came out the same time as Barbenheimer. I have not seen either yet. I'm going to see Oppenheimer on Sunday, though. Good dog. Oh, we go even further. Got your pink ready for the Barbie movie? Hell yeah. Live it up. Pikmin currently outside your squad will come with you. Yes? Am I liking Pikmin? I'm enjoying it so far. It's got a lot of charm. for this ride. Whoa! We just ate him! Kill it! Alright. Brutal. Got him. I can see why the GameCube was never really meant to be this, like the control scheme for this game. I hear that's why they ported like all of them to the Wii, right? I think we might have found another rescue officer. Let's hurry and verify their ID info. Schnoz? Schnoz. An acclaimed treasure appraiser who's traveled extensively. His unique techniques were used to develop a leading appraisal AI. Hey, Lanny. Hey, yo.
What?
Nemaru! Thank you for the Prime sub. Hope you enjoy the emotes, the ad-free experience, and one of the most wonderful communities on the face of the internet. Welcome to the Lanimaniacs. Thank you kindly for the support with Twitch Prime. Greatly appreciate it. Hang on. This is no rescue officer. Who is this? And how did he get here? The ID shows that he's a treasure appraiser. What's he doing on this planet? I wonder.
Us.
The Earthernet. You remember the voyage log that arrived with Captain Olimar's SOS signal? Perhaps there were others who picked up his signal, saw the log, and decided to come all the way in search of treasure. Maybe they ended up like Captain Olimar too, shipwrecked and stranded. That's my hunch anyway. I'd like to think this appraiser is the only one, but we should keep an eye out for more civilian castaways and be ready to rescue them too. Chances are they're in danger. I'm officially adding this to our mission list. Got it, you two? Can I not throw you guys at that? Oh, wait, hold up. I saw it connect for a second. Good work, boys. Hop, hop, hep, hop, hep, hop, hep, hop, hep, hop. That's right, eat your fill, babies. No more little sproutlings. All little flowers. Bonk. Whee! got Schnauz.
And we got 1 pup drive. Matryoshka.
Mama doll head. Empty vase. Inspiration ritual pole. Or aspiration ritual pole. And creatures. Investigation complete. Conquered. What's the problem? Oh, I see. The Pikmin won't follow you onto the surface.
Funku.
Yeah, there are limits to how many types of Pikmin you can have out on the surface at any one time. But don't worry about the rest when you choose which Pikmin to take.
Tiny.
Any remaining Pikmin will go back to the Onion with the SS Beagle. Yeah, 15 and 15 sounds fair. Now we can get a Stabby. Hopefully. Get us a Stabby. How's the game so far? Charming. It's my first time playing a Pikmin game. Just watching my little Ant-Men do their things. Industrial maze. The ground is starting to move. I groped for a way forward, but I couldn't make any progress on my own. I wonder if Moss may be able to help me with this mess. Hey, Lanny. Mitchell DP3, thank you so much for gifting Sonic Speed 17 their second month of support. Sonic Speed 17, happy anniversary, courtesy of a very generous Mitchell DP3. What's my dog doing behind the cage? Oh no! This isn't supposed to happen. Ochi's all the way over there! Captain, what's the protocol for a situation like this? You and Ochi need to find a rendezvous point, Lanny. Open Y on actions and down a switch to... I can explore as Ochi? Oh, yay.
Come on.
I have dog brain. I see. A new Pikmin type. The yellow Pikmin.
Oh, wow.
Is this a new type of Pikmin? I should check and see if Captain Olimar's log says anything about them. I've decided to call the yellow-colored Pikmin with large, ear-like appendages Yellow Pikmin. I liked that name a lot more than Ear Pikmin. They're resistant to electricity, and they fly high when thrown. Plus, they are good at digging. Resistant to electricity? How unusual. What in the world are they made of? Sounds like a potentially useful quality, though. Just be careful how you deploy them. There aren't that many.
Mano?
The ball.
Need to reorganize my squad? What do you mean? Why would I do that? Saw for a second that it went up. Am I not allowed? No? Alright.
No?
Oh yeah, I guess that would be problematic, huh? There you go, you little doofuses.
Go!
Another thing. Gotcha. How do I get that? Wait, hold. I wonder why they're allowed to do that. Are they lighter? Is that the deal?
Miru?
Hey, did I fuck this up? I might have fucked this up. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't fuck up. It's the ears? The ears? Like they can fly? Like is that what they're going for? I suppose that's easier. Wall demolished. Oh wait, yeah, you guys do that. More materials.
'Cause I'm living in a material world.
Now we go deeper. Whee! Everybody on Mochi. Huh. There must be a castaway nearby. Or so you assume. Rubber ducky. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Oh, rubber ducky, I am awfully fond of you. A-do, a-do-da-dee-doo. Oh, more babies. Durka Durka? Durka Durka. The fuck are you? Okay. Still unclear. Kill it! Interesting.
Hopchi.
How do I get dog here? Must find a way to get dog here. Ah, I see it. Remove that gate too. Didn't even leave a scratch, I guess. Paper bag lowered. I don't want the yellow ones over. Whatever. Look at all the Pikmin work together. Red stuff is dog food. Huh? Look at that red nectar. I wonder. Ultra spicy spray. Spray consisting of red nectar infused with ultra spicy compounds. Side effects still unknown. Well, the dog just ate it. I believe this is ultra spicy nectar. It was mentioned in the voyage log. Keep that sample sealed in a bottle so it won't spill into your pack. The dog just ate it. There's a decent amount of ultra spicy essence there. It should be useful. Seems the pup enjoys spicy foods. New treasure collected. Hey, they got it. Good for you guys. Look at them go. Hey guys.
Hello.
You did it! Really great job, Ochi and Lanny. With all the energy you've collected, we can continue our restoration of the SS Shepherd's radar. And we have another human checking ID info now. I hope it's one of the rescue officers this time. Kingsley! He took his obsession with flowers to a new level when he traveled alone to this remote... Yeah, it's not one of ours. Nope! This is another civilian castaway, a florist out here on his own. But why? Well, that's just ill-advised. It's up to you to rescue any castaways you find, Lanny and Ochi.
I mean, it's what we've been doing. We leave anybody over there? No, don't look like it. Return to the surface. Why don't we just take the SS Beagle? More pup drive. Let's see, we have a memory fragment, top right. Personal injury plank. It's a fingerboard. Any other 90s kids in chat? Anybody remember those? Stately rubber cutie. Detective's truth seeker. An unlimited locomotive. Hell yeah, tech decks. Back when Tony Hawk was the shit. They weren't just 90s, but they were, though. They were very much 90s. And early, like, they were early 2000s, but it's a 90s kid thing. To me. Yeah. 10-10-10 split. Hop on the dog. Oh, I need 30 to freeze that over. almost noon. Get your life together. At Walmart the other day, they still sell them? Oh, I don't doubt that they still sell. You got this, guys. I believe in you. Oh, there's another onion up there. How does one get to that onion? I can't reach, but hold on. Isn't there a Pikmin that you can throw higher? You're right, there is. And I think I just left them breaking a wall. Good work, fellas. Die! Good work, everyone. Pull. 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 Oh, there they are. Let's watch it grow. Boing. We can take out 10 more Pikmin now. This should speed up our search. I need 30 of those. Oh, I don't even have 30 of these. How awkward.
Well, hey!
Nah, one off. More raw materials. Oh, that one has butterflies sleeping on it. Well, sorry, buddy. Good morning! seems unnecessary.
Canuco.
Yellow Pikmin are great at digging holes.
Murder it! Murder it!
Got him. Good work, my children. Ooh, another onion. Smoosh. Wow! Look at that! Another onion! This one's a different color from the first one we found. Will it also move on its own after we transport it? Onion certainly is heavy. We found buttons. Let's watch it grow. This onion's about as big as our onion is currently. Ooh, it's all yellow now. Look, it's go. Oh, it's back to being red. Oh, it doesn't know what to do. It's a chimera onion. It sucked up the other onion. That was unexpected. You don't think that's going to be a problem, do you? Unbelievable. The onions fused, and now they're just one with. Now it's just one with two colors. Wait, do you think it'll be able to propagate Pikmin of both types now? I mean, I do assume that that's the purpose. More yellow. Yo, Protoss, thank you for the 100 biddies. When I see the Pikmin, I think of the Shimotions. The Pikmin are very agreeable. I think the Pikmin are too murderous to be considered like Shimotions. Let's end the day. Gear and skills. All aboard the Onion. We'll get in the Beagle. It's a very cramped space for me and the dog. Maybe he's bigger on the inside. You think it's all tartist? cutscene. What a cool toy. Bing!
Funkley.
This will expand our range and help us pick up distant SOS signals. Let's give it a spin.
Yamo?
Almost done.
Oh, what?
Huzzah! We've detected multiple SOS signals. I hope this gets us closer to finding our missing officers and Captain Olimar. Make a record of the area right away, Colin. More pup drive. We got a satellite shield, a perforated raft, creatures, sunseed berry. Oh, we lost one, so we don't have the 30 we need to get that lake frozen. I'm still shocked that Captain Olimar isn't the only castaway on this planet. Well, Olimar's SOS signal was transmitted across the entirety of outer space. That's impressive. So it's not completely unexpected that the message would capture the attention of adventure seekers and draw them here.
Hit the pool.
And as the rescue corps, now it's our duty to rescue every last one of them. I love the enthusiasm. Of course, the more rescues we make, the more crowded the rescue command post will get. Colin, I need you to further develop and expand the rescue command post. Copy that, Captain. My list of job duties just keeps getting longer and longer. Alright. Well, much as I'd love to stay up a bit later and play with you guys a bit more, I was up late last night and I was up early this morning. But I think I'll be on more tomorrow playing some more Pikmin if you all want to join in and myrtleize some stuff with our little ant army. But I hope you're all doing good for tonight. Looks like Toby Saru wants us to raid Caddy Bents, so we'll do that. But thank you all so much for hanging out. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend ahead of you. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.